Here's everything you need to know about the drama that's going on with 17 Diapers mom, Nurse Hannah, including all the clips people are talking about. This is Hannah. Hannah's a nurse. She lives with her husband and family in Utah. She has a toddler named James and a newborn she just had in September. And yes, she is a Mormon.
Now, I don't come on here and talk religion very often, but I am a proud member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Hannah is basically a family vlogger. She does most of her videos on her family, her husband and her 2 kids. She does do some videos about her work. She's a nurse and she works with senior citizens, and she also does some get ready, get unready with me videos as well. One of the first videos that Hannah did that kind of took off was this one. She was talking about the fact that she was 30 weeks pregnant and she hadn't had any prenatal care. Now remember, she is a nurse. So what she was saying was at first she didn't have insurance or it wasn't set up. And then she said she just kept forgetting to call. The next video that took off was this one. This is the 17 diapers video. This is where she got the name 17 Diaper Mom. In this video, she is talking about the fact she needs to clean up the diapers around her house and she wants us to count them with her. She goes around picking up dirty diapers all over her house, including on the coffee table, the couch, the floor, everywhere. And she ends up picking up 17. Now, the response to this video was kind of split. She was getting a lot of people saying, this is disgusting. How can you have 17 dirty diapers laying around your house? To other people that were experiencing postpartum and commiserating with her. She made a video saying, scrolling through everyone's 17 diapers videos at 1 a.m. is making me see that I'm not alone. 10,000 plus negative judgmental comments on one video and countless shaming videos doesn't compare to the support I feel watching 17 diapers trend. And on October 14th, she made another video saying, I just saw someone say, how did we go from she deserves the purse to shaming a mom for 17 diapers? And then she added, in all actuality, the support I've received is like no other. The supportive videos outweigh the negativity and bullying.
This was just a one-day kind of thing. I seriously could not live with myself if I had constantly dirty diapers lying around my entire house. The only reason I was possibly able to accumulate 17 dirty diapers in my house on one day, because this day I'm pretty sure I had some sort of flu or some sort of bug. Like for probably 12, 16 hours straight, I was in straight survival mode, taking care of 2 kids by myself. My main priority that day was making sure that my newborn was fed and that my toddler was not picking up my newborn by its legs. So a few dirty diapers lying around their house, yeah. Yes, I know it's disgusting. Yes, I don't know why I had them on the coffee table. That's just where they got thrown. Seriously, how sick I was feeling that day. I'm surprised I was able to pick them up at the end of the day.
So after her video took off and she started being called the 17 Diaper Mom, people were asking her onto podcasts, and she was even on a TV show, which actually just aired yesterday. She filmed that, however, on October 17th. She actually did this vlog saying, travel with me to New York City, when she was on her way to film that show. Soon after posting this video, though, everything changed for Hannah. What ended up happening was viewers started going back into Hannah's videos and rewatching her posts. They were finding things that were extremely suspect to them. They started seeing videos where it appeared she was not treating her children the best. Hannah is now receiving so much concern for her children and hate that she's turned off all of her comments on all of her videos. If you watch some of Hannah's videos, it does not look like she's enjoying motherhood. A lot of her videos are complaining about motherhood, her children, and especially her husband.
It kind of pains me to say it, but I don't think I'm meant for the stay-at-home mom type of lifestyle. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I feel like every single day I get beaten up by my toddler. I felt so defeated as a mom today. Lately, me and my 2.5-year-old just seem to butt heads all day long.
Here's another time that Hannah talked about the fact that she just does not enjoy being a stay-at-home mom.
I have never been a stay-at-home mom, and to you stay-at-home moms out there, I congratulate you, commend you, clap to you, whatever. This is hard to freaking work. So does that mean that every working mom out there is a bad mom because they don't want to stay home with their children? Sometimes it's not a matter of want, it's a matter of need. So
what's happened now is people have gone back into Hannah's videos and found things that are making them question her parenting style, even going as far as raising red flags.
If you bite, I'm gonna bite you. Not hard, but like enough that like, hey, that doesn't feel good. You need to eat your food. If you want cereal for dinner, you better eat what you have for dinner, and then you can have your cereal if you're still hungry afterwards. Nap time is nap time. If for some reason you're not tired and it's nap time, you can go hang out in your bed, you can go hang out in your crib. Nap time's nap time, because that's also my break.
So one of the videos, of course, that is getting a ton of questions is this one, the 17 diapers video. A lot of people want to know how she could have 17 dirty diapers laying around her house, but also especially because Hannah's already put out videos saying she does not change her children's diapers if they pee. She says the diaper has to be basically overflowing or full of poop for her to change it. She will not change their bums if they've just peed.
I don't really change their diapers when it's just pee, unless it's like a lot of pee. You know, like they're not going to pee one time and I'm going to change their diaper, because that means I would change their diaper 30 times a day, and holy, that's expensive. We don't have, plus this is not necessary. Like, they're not going to get a rash from one round of pee. I'm not changing my kid's diaper when they pee. I've never done that. Do you know how expensive diapers are? I have friends and people that I know that, like, oh, they peed, we have to change their diaper. And I'm like, they peed? Literally, I will change his diaper if he poops, or if it's like a very full diaper. Diapers are so freaking expensive. I'm not out here changing his diaper every time he pees. I would be going through 30 diapers a day.
Hannah has made a couple response videos to all the accusations and things, and she did touch on the dirty diaper aspect a little bit.
They always have a clean bum and never have a dirty diaper on.
One of the main videos that's been going around that has people concerned is actually a video involving her husband. They're at a grocery store and her husband gets some sort of food item, and when he brings it to their son, he flinches. Hannah has responded to the comments that her husband and her are getting from that video, and this is what she had to say.
In the video that you guys are all freaking out about, they're just playing. They're always playing. They're always playing where they scare each other, when they look away and they come back and they scare each other, and play throw it, you know, where you like psych them out, you know, and they flinch, and they're always like hiding behind couches and jumping at each other and chasing each other around the house, and they're always playing constantly. Nothing's going on. He's constantly thinking about his children, their futures, what it's like now, how to be the best father.
Here's another example video of her husband and her toddler playing that has people upset. A video has also been circulating where Hannah shares a clip of her husband putting their toddler James behind the stove to pick up a roll.
Cleaning our house all morning, I told my husband to pull the oven back for me. The other day, I noticed that a roll had dropped back there. Honestly, my husband had the genius idea to just throw our toddler back there and have him pick up the roll instead of us trying to figure like something that would reach back.
I think the main reason people were upset with that clip is it had been circulating without the volume, without context. People were thinking that they had just put the son behind the stove so that he was trapped in there, when in reality, it looks like they just put him back there while he handed the roll and then they pulled him out right away. Another video that's been going around that has people upset is a video where Hannah's in the car with her 2 children and she's talking about the fact that it is freezing cold outside. Now, in the video, she's going shopping and she says that she hasn't had time yet to get her toddler a thick winter coat, so she's going to try and pick one up.
It feels like 8 degrees. And we're venturing out of the house with 2 kids because I am stupid. It turned winter in like 0.2 days and this kid doesn't have a big jacket. So I need to find him a big jacket. I'm sorry, but I can't spend $35 on a toddler jacket. I know he needs one.
So that's most of the video that's been circulating, but there is a section that's cut off. So in the video, yes, Hannah is complaining that she doesn't want to spend $35 on a coat for her son, but the rest of the video, she does say she knows he needs one and she's going to get him one. She just didn't want to spend the $35. People were also upset with her for saying she didn't want to spend the $35 because in some of her clips, she's actually commenting that she spent $50 on a sandwich for herself. And she's also posted a video where she talks about the money that she gives to the church. I think some of the most upsetting videos that are going around are definitely the food videos. This is one of the videos that Hannah shared, and people have zoomed in on James's face. He looks absolutely miserable in the picture, and he's not eating, but both parents are digging in. Now, I will say I have watched this full video and it does look like Hannah's husband tries to give something to James and he refuses to eat it. So I don't know if this was just a bad evening for him, if he was upset, or if they really were just withholding food from him and eating it themselves. There are also some videos going around where they actually slap his hands away or even flick his fingers from the food. Now, Hannah, of course, is saying that this is her husband just playing around with James, but people are extremely upset over it. This is one example.
Stop were $9 lobster rolls. Technically, we got a lobster roll, a fried shrimp.
There's also some videos circulating of Hannah and her husband eating in the car while the kids are in the back seat. It does appear that her toddler does want some of the food from what she says, but she'll make comments saying things like he's not going to eat in the new car, or it's almost nap time, so he's not going to be having any lunch.
James was asking for a bite, and I said, we're in the new car. I'm not giving you a whole sub sandwich, but you can have a bite of my bread. That's what you can have. And then I'll feed you something else when we get home. But no, these sandwiches are for mom and dad. I could have downed this whole sandwich, but unfortunately I had to share with my husband.
And this is another example. They're in the car and they have some sort of raspberry treat. And she actually vocalizes saying how glad she is that James is in the back on his tablet and doesn't know that they're eating this delicious dessert. To be honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with that part. I know as a parent, you like to have your treats and sometimes you don't want the kids to get them if it's a lot of sugar. But also as a parent, I probably would have bought 2 desserts to be able to share with my kids, but that's a whole other story. I think the problem in this video that people had is when she does feel bad and give James a little crumb of what they're eating, she comments that that's probably going to be all he's going to have for lunch because it's nap time, and she's already expressed how important nap time is to her.
After taking our toddler to the park today for over 2 hours, we deserved a sweet treat. And that sweet treat was this most delicious raspberry sweet bun. And the best part is that James, my toddler, was watching a show on my phone in the back seat and he didn't even notice and he didn't even ask for it. But I did feel bad, so I did give him a tiny little piece. Because honestly, this will probably be his lunch because it's already past nap time. So when we go home, we're going straight to bed. Mama doesn't mess around with nap time. We are not missing nap time around here.
Now, of all the food videos, I think the ones that bother me the most are actually videos of when James was little, and the 2 of them were actually finding it funny to feed James, when he was a baby, what I consider inappropriate food for an infant. So one of the items is a spoonful of lemon juice, and the other was a jalapeno pepper. I'm sorry, I don't find that funny at all. So that was the lemon juice. This is the jalapeno.
Hot?
People have now started comparing Hannah to Ruby Franke. She's also a Mormon from Utah who was arrested and she's now in prison for abusing her 2 youngest children.
The fact that I'm even being compared right now to Ruby Franke is absolutely comical. It's hilarious, really. My children are happy, they're healthy, well-nourished, they're running around playing. That should be a pretty good indicator that everything's just fine. It's great.
The concern over Hannah's parenting and her children started to escalate as more and more of her videos started to pop up. One user has even gone so far as to track down where Hannah and her husband live, and he's now contacted social services, which started a huge rumor that the police had arrested Hannah. Now, this does seem to be fake, and people have come out now saying that it is not true. What is true, however, is that CPS has been getting a ton of phone calls and emails about Hannah and her parenting style. Now, whether or not they're looking into it, no one will actually know, as everything they do is confidential until it ends up in the court system. Now, the user who found out where Hannah lives and posted a video about it has also just uploaded another video stating that he found out where Hannah's husband works and he's going after him at his workplace. He claims that the husband is a realtor who's using his home address as his business address, and apparently there's some guidelines or legislation that he's not supposed to be doing that. So this user is now contacting his workplace to try and get him in trouble. Things must be getting a bit more real for Hannah now. She's actually stopped posting videos about 3 days ago, and she's also not uploading videos where she's laughing at the situation or trying to defend things. She's actually started to get upset in her most recent explanation videos, and she had this to say about the situation with her husband.
This whole lazy husband thing, it's satire. My husband is the sweetest, nicest, kindest, most loving, most nurturing father in the entire world. It makes me really sad that social media has turned it into something, or me, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe that's, it makes me sad that I guess I've turned it into something.
I will definitely be following this case and updating, so make sure you hit follow, and I'll leave you with these final words from Hannah.
You can't believe everything you see on social media. You just can't. I promise, and when I promise this, I'm serious. Nothing is going on. I don't even want the thought of that out there. I don't want anyone to suspect anything, that even to be questioned whatsoever. That me or my husband, that we do not love our children, that we do not treat them with anything other than love. Like, it's crazy.